Hello students, today we are going to discuss about how to score maximum marks in your paper, board exam, about maths 2 means geometry. Let's start with the chapter wise weightage. As we know in maths 2 there are 7 chapters. For first chapter these marks are with options. For similarity first chapter 10 marks are there. For second chapter Pythagoras theorem 7 marks are there. For third chapter, circle, 12 marks are there. So keep in mind this chapter is important. So don't skip this chapter. Fourth chapter, geometry construction, 7 marks. Fifth chapter, coordinate geometry, 7 marks. Trigonometry, again 7 marks. And mensuration for 10 marks. So if you are prepared with your formula of mensuration, then it is possible to score maximum marks from this chapter. So total with options 60 marks are there in maths 2 paper. Now, how to manage the time to finish our paper within given time period? As you know, we have to complete our paper within 2 hours means 120 minutes. We have to complete our question number 1 within 20 minutes, question number 2 within 28 minutes, question number 3 21 minutes means like for question number 1 to 3, we have to cover our paper within 1 hour to 1 hour and 10 minutes. And then you can use your approximately 24 minutes to finish question number 4. As we know, we have to attempt any 2 questions out of 3. But why more time is there for only completing 2 questions? Because these questions carry more marks, as well as there are chances of non-textual questions will be here in question number 4. So you have to think about this, and for that why 24 minutes are there for completing only 2 answers. Now you have to attempt any one out of 2 questions, but then also for even if for one question we can take at least 7 minutes, because these questions are mostly open-ended questions. Open-ended question means what? You can use different methods other than textual methods also you can use to find out the answer of this question. And like this, you can finish your paper within 100 minutes and use your 20 minutes to recheck your paper. How to recheck your paper? Check whether units are mentioned, question numbers are mentioned at every page, as well as final answer along with the units and formulas should be there. Okay, then so that 120, this is the time management of 120 minutes. While solving paper, you have to follow some rules, which are that first, as we know in maths, some information is given to you, and if the questions are like solution type of questions are there, then given data will be there as a given. Whichever question you have to find out, that will be come as to find, and then after your solution will be there. So your answer will be in this pattern: given, to find and solution. If in question, if it is asked to show that or to prove that, then here it will be given, to prove and proof along with the diagram. I will suggest if question carries 3 marks, then even if diagram is given, then also draw the diagram. Then in each question, your final answer should be mandatory. In your paper, no shortcuts and no short forms are allowed. For example, if Pythagoras theorem is there, so you cannot write PT by PT. No, Pythagoras theorem should be there. As well as for BPT, no, it should be by basic proportionality theorem. So on. And one more thing, as you know, in our first chapter, there is angle bisector property of a triangle. Theorem is different. So don't mention there as a theorem. It is the angle bisector property of a triangle. Shortcuts are allowed only there as CSCT, CACT means corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Corresponding angles are congruent triangle. At that time only these abbreviations are allowed. Otherwise, other shortcuts are not allowed in your exam. Then next, explain your calculation means what? If you are adding 2 equations, so don't write as 1 plus 2. No, it should be by adding equation 1 and 2, or by subtracting equation 1 from equation 2 as on. No shortcuts are there. You have to explain your calculation, as well as, for example, if you want to take the square root of any term and any step, then that time also taking square root of both the side, it should be mentioned. And as you know, what is the difference between maths 1 and maths 2? As we know, even if your answer is completely right, but if reasons are not mentioned, then also your marks will be deducted. Which reasons, whichever theorems are applicable for that step, or property or formulas, whichever applicable are there, you have to mention along with your answer. Okay, so this tips keep in mind. And now, all the best for your board exam.